It is the opposition MPs who've staged a walkout as far as the parliament session in the Rajya Sabha is concerned. Is Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, who was hitting back at the opposition in the parliament over allegations that the budget was discriminatory. She has gone on to say can't name every state in the budget. You know, what is really being raised is that there are only two states that were mentioned in the budget, Bihar and Andhra Pradesh. We have Vasudha joining us. Vasudha, take us through Nirmala Sitharaman, who was trying to respond to those allegations, but it was the opposition MPs who wouldn't even listen and they staged a walkout.
Absolutely, Divya. A fiery start to the parliament just a day after Nirmala Sitharaman presented a historic 7th consecutive budget, making her the only finance minister in the country to do that. But of course, the opposition is not happy, and the opposition has a lot of grievances, which it already aired as part of a protest that started, when the parliament session was about to begin. In fact, in the Rajya Sabha, the politics of this really played out because Mallikarjun Kharge, the leader of opposition, and also Congress MP, said that, all other states except two have been completely ignored in the budget that was presented yesterday. To this, Nirmala Sitharaman, and she sounded very angry. She said that the Congress party has presented many budgets. It has ruled the country for several years, and Mr. Kharge should know, and the Congress party should know, that it is not possible to mention the name of every state in the budget. She, in fact, really took a targeted, attack at the TMC MPs who were also protesting. Then, also, like you said, they all walked out when, she was speaking. She basically targeted the TMC MPs also for their attack, and she said that West Bengal has no right to complain about lack of attention to the state, because West Bengal has not any time implemented the central schemes that were sort of announced by the state government. This is in the context of TMC government denying to implement something like the Kisan Samman Nidhi. In fact, it was the last state to adopt that, and of course Ayushman Bharat. Apart from that, Nirmala Sitharaman also responded to the Shiv Sena UBT MPs who were saying that the Sarkar is Maharashtra Virodhi because there's nothing in Maharashtra for it. Now, this is a very critical political question because Maharashtra elections are going to come up, and that state is going to be very crucial, not just for the BJP but also for the opposition. So Nirmala Sitharaman specifically said that there are projects that the centre has initiated in Maharashtra, including a 76,000 crore port that was built in Maharashtra to increase connectivity. So clearly, Nirmala Sitharaman putting on a defense of the government. P. Chidambaram is expected to speak at 2 p.m. He's going to be the first speaker from the Congress side. In Lok Sabha, we can see Shailja Kumari and Praniti and all these, Praniti Shinde and a couple of other MPs speaking. BJP has also lined up a set of aggressive speakers, including from its allies. It has already had a meeting of, the top speakers. And Kiran Rijiju, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, also in fact said that in the all-party meeting, all floor leaders had agreed that the Parliament will run smoothly, but in fact that is something that has been disrupted on the second day of the parliament itself, in fact the third day of the parliament itself.
Right, Vasudha, when we talk about, she has gone on to say, Nirmala Sitharaman in her defense has gone on to say this is a deliberate attempt of the opposition parties led by the Congress party to give an impression that nothing really is being given to their states. She has obviously said that, in previous budgets was every state ever mentioned, and that the fact that there have been schemes that have been given, whether it's to Bengal, whether, like you mentioned, to Maharashtra, that port that's been made, and, the money that's been allocated. So it is the members, but they wouldn't have it. They wouldn't even listen, and they just left without listening to her response.
Absolutely, they walked out even as she started speaking, and she was in a very angry mood. Now, remember, Divya, that there was also a protest at the parliament entrance in the morning where all opposition MPs collected, and they, opposed the budget, calling it a political budget. They said that this was a budget that basically juggled, between JDU and TDP, pleasing both of them. It was a budget of political compulsions. Now, this is something that, of course, the government disagrees with. But, of course, if you look at, the fine print, there is about, 26,000 crore that has been allotted to Bihar, and of course around 15,000 crore that has been allotted to Andhra Pradesh. The opposition is also having a dual strategy here, because they're also telling people in Andhra Pradesh that these are just announcements and there's nothing on paper. But on the other hand, they're also saying that every political announcement in the budget has gone to only two states because they decided to side with the BJP, calling it a completely a political budget. But Ashwini Vaishnav, the railway minister, also spoke about this today, and he said that the capex, the capital expenditure target, is unchanged at 11.11 lakh crore, which means that there is going to be a lot of infrastructure built across the country in which all states are going to benefit. So it would be really unfair to say that this budget is aimed at only fulfilling the interests of the NDA parties, and the non-NDA states have been completely ignored.